I paid for my family's life for 8 years. The day I stopped, I found out the truth. I was the good son. The one who paid the bills. The one who never said no. The one everyone depended on. And the one they all betrayed, the moment I needed them. I didn't cry when it happened. I just stopped paying. And that's when the real drama began. I'm a 29-year-old guy from Ahmedabad. Middle-class family. Father retired early after a health scare. Mother housewife. Younger sister studying. Younger brother doing startup ideas for 5 years straight. And me, the ATM. After my first job, I started paying for everything. Electricity bill, groceries, brothers, business attempts, sister's coaching classes, father's medicines, mother's gold scheme. Every month, my salary came and vanished. I didn't complain, because in India, you don't. You just become the pillar. At first, it felt good. Relatives praised me. Mom said, "Tu hai gar ka sahara hai." Dad told everyone, "Mera beta hai sab kuch sambal raha hai." I felt proud, needed, important. Then life changed. I fell in love. Her name was Ria. We met at work. She was practical, sharp, and didn't treat me like a walking wallet. First time we talked about marriage, she asked one simple question. "How much do you save every month?" I laughed, then realized I had no answer. Because I saved nothing. She didn't judge. She just said quietly, "You're not supporting your family, you're carrying them." That sentence stayed in my head for months. Still, I kept doing the same thing. Until the day I got laid off. Company downsized. Entire team gone. I came home silent. Mom asked, "Why early today?" I told them. There was silence. Not concern. Not shock. Just calculation. Dad's first question. "Next job kab milegi, brother. Emi ka kya hoga?" Mom. "Ration k's aayega." No one asked if I was okay. Not one person. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling. For the first time in years, I felt empty. Next morning, I woke up and made a decision. I stopped paying. I didn't shout, didn't fight, just stopped transferring money. And within 48 hours, the house turned into a battlefield. Mom started crying loudly. Brother stopped talking to me. Dad began giving taunts at dinner. Sister said I was changing after getting a girlfriend. Girlfriend, right. They blamed Ria, not unemployment, not reality, her. 3 days later, Dad called a family meeting. He said something I'll never forget. "You have responsibilities. This is not Western culture where sons leave parents." I nodded, then said calmly, "I'll support, but not alone. Everyone contributes." Silence. Brother laughed. "Main kya karu? Startup chal raha hai. 5 years. No income." Sister said she was focused on studies. Mom said her job is housework. Dad said his health doesn't allow work. Translation. Only one worker allowed. Me. That night, I messaged Ria. "I think they don't love me. They love what I provide." She replied instantly. "Now you're seeing clearly." Weeks passed. I got freelance work. Small income. Enough for me, not for 5 people. Pressure increased. Relatives started calling. "Beta, ma baap ko taklif de rahi ho. You've become selfish. Shadi se pella hai betal gaya." No one called to ask if I had eaten. Then came the twist. One evening, while searching documents for a freelance project, I opened Dad's old file. Inside were bank statements. FDs. Multiple, large amounts. I froze. Checked again. Locks. Years of savings. And I didn't know. I confronted Dad. At first, he denied. Then said calmly, "That's for emergencies." I laughed. "Dad, I lost my job. That wasn't an emergency." He stayed silent. Then I asked something dangerous. "Were you ever planning to use it, or just make me pay forever?" He didn't answer. That was my answer. That night I didn't sleep. I replayed 8 years in my head. Skipped trips, skipped clothes, skipped dreams, skipped savings, skipped life. And they had money, all along. I wasn't support, I was convenience. Next morning, I packed a bag. Mom cried. Brother shouted. Dad said, "Gar chad ke jayoj." Sister said I was being dramatic. I said one line, I'm not leaving the family. I'm leaving the role. I moved into a rented 1 BHK. First time in my life. Peace. No demands. No expectations. Just silence. I started rebuilding. New job. Better salary. Gym. Cooking. Learning to live for myself. Ria stood by me through everything. 6 months later, I proposed. She said yes. We planned a simple wedding. No drama. No heavy expenses. Just two people choosing each other. When I told my family, reactions were predictable. Mom. Shadi gar se hi hogi. Dad. Log kya kahinge. Brother. Hi se ka arrangement karna padega. I smiled, then said, Shadi marry hi, arrangement be mera. They didn't like that, but they came. Wedding day arrived. Simple hall. Limited guests. No show off. For the first time, I felt in control. During rituals, Dad pulled me aside. His voice softer than I'd ever heard. You've changed. I replied. I grew. Then came the final twist. After marriage, Ria moved in with me. Life was stable. One evening, Mom called crying. Dad had a stroke. I rushed to the hospital. Handled admission, doctors, medicines, paid everything, without thinking. Because he's still my father. After surgery, when things stabilized, Dad asked to talk privately. He looked weak, smaller, and for the first time, human. He said slowly, I was wrong. I stayed quiet. He continued, I thought making you strong meant making you responsible. But I made you alone. Then he said something that broke me. I was proud of you, but I stopped seeing you as my son. You became the solution to every problem. Silence filled the room. Then he said, come home. I shook my head. Home is not a place where I pay to belong. He nodded, understood. Finally, from that day, things changed. Not dramatically, but genuinely. Brother got a job, small, but real. Sister started tutoring kids. Mom stopped gold schemes. Dad started managing expenses. And me, I still helped. But as a son, not as an ATM. Today, life is balanced. I visit them on Sundays. We eat together. Talk like normal people. No financial pressure. No emotional manipulation. Just family. And the biggest realization, sometimes love hides behind expectations. Sometimes control disguises itself as care. And sometimes, you don't fix your family by sacrificing yourself. You fix it by drawing a line. The day I stopped paying for everything, I didn't lose my family. I finally met them, for who they really were. And for the first time, they saw me too.